up chat for this, right?
Should be able to, yeah.
Hey everyone, Dave and I are here to talk about E3 today.
Hey, back again, day one. This is
Yeah, day one. I actually think it's still day zero, I think, but I'm calling it day one because we called yesterday day zero. So,
cool.
Yeah. So today the big two conferences were Microsoft and Bethesda. And we'll start with Microsoft, who I thought did a pretty decent job with this show.
Yep, I agree.
They came out and they were like, they ran this video that was all very well made, all the CG computer graphic parts going together, and yep, that was cool. I don't know. That was
That's going to be the video they run for the next 3 months up until the launch of the Scorpio.
Oh yeah, they got to get their money's worth out of that one.
Oh shit, yeah.
And hang on, I can pop out the chat here. All right, there we go. Just in case anyone wants to chat to us.
Cool.
Yeah, and then they're like, all right, here's like the trailer just goes directly into showing us the new Xbox, which looks like a PS2. And well, I think it looks like a PS2. It's got the thick part on top, and then the thinner part on the bottom, and the thicker part hangs over the thinner part, just like PS2 does.
Yeah. Yeah, it's an interesting look to the console, that's for sure.
Yeah. It's their smallest console they've ever made, which, let's face it, isn't really hard to do when all their other consoles were fucking huge.
Yes, that's exactly right.
The 360 wasn't too bad. It was okay.
Yeah, I didn't mind the 360 console. Actually, it was a nice shape, and it was nice for it to be a white console too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Even though I think mine turned yellow in the first probably year of having it. So
yeah.
Not that it was in the sun or anything, but it just the whites just started to fade really quickly. So
yeah, my first 360 died, I think 2 years after I had it.
The good old Ring of Death.
Good old Ring of Death, Red Ring, and yeah, so they wanted some crazy amount of money to fix it.
Yep.
And it was just cheaper just to buy a new one. So
yeah,
not cheaper,
exactly
just I mean, it wasn't a huge difference to buy a new one anyway.
I did the what you had to do, you had to pull the hard drive off, wrap a towel around it for 48 hours upside down.
Yep.
And then pull it off, and it worked again.
Yeah.
And actually did work, and I'm like, oh, this is funny. And then the next day it did it again. I'm like, I was going to buy another one.
Yeah, I did do that as well, and it was the same thing. Yeah. Yeah, so they announced the name. It's not Scorpio, it's Xbox One X, which may get confusing when people go into, say, EB Games looking for one, and they're like, oh, do you have Xbox One S? And they're like, yeah, X, and then S, X, S, X, X, S. Which one?
Yeah, I thought I heard someone on one of the, I don't know whether it was the tail end of the Xbox, or it might have been the Bethesda one, or it may have just been a video from someone talking about it, but they kept saying S, and I'm guessing they were meaning to say X, or it just sounded like S to me. So
right.
Yeah, it was a real sort of cross. I was waiting for it to be the Xbox One Xbox. That's what I was waiting for it to come out to be, and I'm like, disappointing.
Well, you know why they've done it? It's because if you take each like initial, it spells out Xbox.
And if you take all the X's out, it just spells bone.
Well, boon.
Well, yeah, boon. I got a booner.
Got a booner.
I got a booner.
But I guess they're trying to get away from the whole X-bone thing. So they've just
it wasn't that a fuck up.
Yeah. So now it's I mean, it's Xbox. It's the Xbox. That's what I'm gonna call it. Hey, do you have an Xbox?
Yep.
That's usually what anyway. Yeah, the latest Xbox. Yeah, they're touting their processing power, and it's got the 4K Blu-ray in it, of course. And I mean, we knew all that stuff going into it.
Yeah.
What we didn't know were the games that they were going to show.
Yeah, which is probably a lot of the games came out were very much under wraps, which was a nice surprise, I think.
Yeah, well, I mean, there weren't too many games that we already knew about. Assassin's Creed's probably the biggest leaked one, but yeah, most of it was mostly surprising.
Yep.
Crackdown 3, that was expected as well, even though it hadn't leaked or anything.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah.
So they start off with Forza 7, which I thought looked pretty fucking nice.
Oh, it looked awesome.
Forza, was it Forza 5 that launched with the Xbox One?
Yes, it was. Yep. Yeah, because Forza 6 was after was it Horizon 2? Yeah.
That I remember that game looking like garbage. Like they made it look nice at the conference, and then when you get it just wasn't a great looking game.
No, it was a typical like Gran Turismo PS3 kind of look.
Yeah,
right at the back end when it was in like A spec or something like that.
Yeah, and it felt like it was rushed, and it just didn't look very nice at all.
Yeah.
Where this looks really fucking nice. Running 4K native, 60 frames a second, has dynamic weather. Launching October 3rd, which I think is the usual time frame for a Forza game.
Yep.
They brought out a Porsche on stage.
I was kind of disappointed because I was hoping a lot more would come from those reveal doors, and they just did the one reveal right at the very start, and I'm like, that sucks.
Yeah, but it was like, it's a Porsche. Like, all Porsches look the fucking same. Yeah. Like, as soon as you see the Porsche logo, it's like, oh, it's going to look like a Porsche. You could have shown us any Porsche, and it would have looked the fucking same.
And it was a 911 too, which has been around for, what, 20-odd years, something like that?
Yeah. 911s, they all look the fucking same.
Yeah.
It has a big wing on the back. That's about it. Yeah, anyway, Forza looks good, I thought.
Yeah, I rate it very highly. I'd like to see how it plays on the standard Xbox though.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like most of these demos were like, this is running on Xbox One X.
Yeah.
And so 4K footage, and it'd be nice.
Well, do you go back to obviously like a 30 frames per second, 900p? I think the Xbox runs at most of the games. So
a lot of games do, yeah. Yeah, we'll see when they like. It would have been nice to see comparison or something like that, but then I guess it's gonna be like people who are sticking with the regular Xbox One are gonna be like, oh, it looks like shit.
Yeah, but even then, like, that's a good selling point to upgrade.
It is, but
if you're that way inclined, of course.
Yeah, that's the thing. Then a lot of people don't want to have to rebuy, because that's technically what this is. They're rebuying a console they've made it a little better. So,
well, that's it. That's why I didn't buy the 1S, because it was just that little bit better.
Yeah.
The 1S was like those V commercials.
Okay.
The massive hit that improves you just a little bit. That's all it was.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah. Then they showed Metro Exodus, another Metro game.
Different.
Yeah, well, I mean, it looks like another Metro game, but it looked really nice again. The thing with all the exclusive Xbox One games is they're all coming to PC. So, yeah, most of these games are also coming to PC or are already on PC. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, Metro Exodus looked really nice, I thought. I played some of the first two games, and they were pretty good. I just never kind of got back to them. But
I think I played Redux, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing that turned me off was the whole getting the gas filters for your mask repeatedly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That just kind of turned me off. I didn't like that micromanagement gameplay style. So, but the action was quite good.
Yeah, it's fair enough. It's definitely one of those games where you kind of got to be in the mood for it.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah.
You can't just put it on and like switch your brain off.
Yep.
Assassin's Creed Origins finally shown off. It looks like an Assassin's Creed game set in Egypt.
I was very disappointed. I had to wait till I got home this Saturday to actually watch it because my live stream that I was watching carked out on my phone for that like 10-minute period. And I'm like, the one game I wanted to watch, and it carks it out for me.
Well, that sucks.
Disappointing. So, mind you, it didn't show much different to what I was expecting anyway. So,
it's gonna be interesting to see like if the Animus ties in at all, or if it's just gonna be just playing in Egypt.
Yeah, they didn't sort of talk too much about that. So I'd hazard a guess it may just be sticking with the whole Egypt theme rather than trying to drag you back out again.
Yeah,
maybe a little bit to get you in there, and that's about it.
You are using your bird as a drone, though.
Yeah, which I thought was pretty cool.
So it's far fetched, but what's with that giant snake? What the fuck?
I don't have words.
Yeah, like I know that Assassin's Creed, like they've done aliens and things. Like it's never been like fully serious or super realistic, but
yeah,
giant fucking snake, so weird.
It's relevant to the time, mate. That's why.
Oh yes, of course.
Could have been like a cat statue or something.
That would have been cool.
Yeah.
I'd like to see a cat statue fight. That'd be all right.
Just comes out like a transformer.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah. So now you want to buy the game, don't you?
Yeah. Let's get Assassin's Creed Origins. I want to fight all the Transformers. That'd be great. I look nice again. Yeah.
The thing that worries me about it is they've changed the map down the bottom left-hand corner to just a dial like what's in Skyrim, that just up above the top of the screen. Only because in an Assassin's Creed game, they try and jam kind of too much into one area, so you'll just be trying to look for this one little widget, basically, but yeah, you won't exactly be able to pinpoint precisely where it'll be. You've just got to try and find it on that little scroll bit at the top, so that's the only negative I can kind of see from the adjustments in gameplay, so... the new guy looks pretty badass. Yeah,
when he like first showed up in the person was like doing the voiceover, and it's like they're making an assassin's guild or whatever it was, and he like seen the shadows and stuff. He looked pretty badass. Surprise! PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds is coming to Xbox.
Woohoo!
That's pretty cool. That's a good get. Although they made it sound like it was going to be exclusive to Xbox, but apparently it's coming to PS4 as well. So,
yeah, and it's not coming this year either, is it?
So they're doing, because Xbox has their preview program.
Yeah.
And Sony doesn't have a preview program. It'll be coming to the preview program this year. And then when the full release comes out, then it'll be on everything.
Okay, rightio.
So yeah,
late. I wish I got in that preview program.
I did, but I don't have an Xbox anymore. That's the thing. Like I bought a whole bunch of Xbox games and I got rid of it, and I didn't get to play them. Like I bought the second Tomb Raider and I never finished it. So
really?
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I wanted to play it, but then I just got rid of the Xbox. So
yeah.
There was that weird dwarf digging game.
Yes.
Deep Rock Galactic.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of what it was called.
Yeah, Deep Rock Galactic.
Oh, that was the name, was it?
That's the name of it, yeah.
Okay.
And what the tagline was like, dig... It was like 3 D words, and the last one was dwarves.
Yeah, that's the only one that I remember from the whole tagline.
That was hilarious. That's funny. State of Decay 2 was announced.
Very cool.
Yeah, that's been coming for a while. Like
Did you
I
play
said,
the first one?
no, I didn't. Like I said yesterday with the zombie games, it's just like, another zombie game.
Yeah.
Not really into it.
The first game was kind of interesting. It was sort of probably the first game with zombies that was more, based around building a community as well.
Mm-hmm.
And it was sort of kind of jumped in before the Telltale games of The Walking Dead came out.
Yeah.
Which just it killed storytelling for zombie games because there's nothing else can compare to The Walking Dead. So
Yeah.
but yeah, State of Decay, the original game was quite good, and this looks pretty much along the same kind of path. So you just spent a lot of time foraging for random items just to like upgrade defenses and that kind of thing. That was the only downfall of the first game.
Yeah.
But you could drive a car and open up the car door to smack a zombie in the head, exactly like you've seen in number 2. So I mean, that was always quite fun.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Mm.
So they went straight from that into this game called the Darwin Project, which started off, there's a guy in like the snow and he like hears a noise and I was like, is this another fucking zombie game? Like I thought it was gonna be another zombie game, but it wasn't. It's some sort of weird online esports bullshit.
Yeah, and that's probably the best way to describe it too, because they brought out the esports guy, and I'm like,
fucking
this guy's just,
shoutcaster.
that's it, just so annoying. He's just yelling.
Jethro Tull was his name.
Really?
That's Jethro Tull.
Oh my God.
Oh fuck! It was so bad, and it's like there's no explanation at all. They just played the footage, and he just fucking shouted over it, and that was it.
It would have made it a little bit more interesting how they put like 2 people on stage with a controller, and even if they just faked what they were doing, it still would have been more interesting than him just yelling at a screen. So
it's and like I just that's all we can tell you about the game. Like if all we can tell you about the game is that some dude shouted at the screen while people killed each other, like
yes,
we don't know anything about it.
That was it. It was kind of like an Overwatch, Paladins, PvP kind of play, but there was no classes, no skill set, no nothing.
Nope. No, nothing. Minecraft's getting unified servers.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, so Xbox players, Switch players. It was weird to see a Switch console in fucking a Microsoft press conference.
Yeah, but they didn't do a PS4 console.
Well, here's the thing. So, so Xbox, Switch, mobile, and PC will all be able to play together. You're gonna have unified servers. You'll be able to, play with each other on whatever platform you want to play on, except for PlayStation, because someone from I don't know if they work for just E3 or if they work for Microsoft, but someone tweeted out that they went to Sony and Sony just said no. Sony just rejected them.
That's a big call.
Yeah, so that's what happened there.
I mean, you're talking probably the number 1 game for, I don't know, what's the demographic? Probably 8 to probably 68, in all honesty.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's probably one of the biggest games that there ever has been.
It's huge, yeah.
Why would you try and say no to, sharing multi-platform with them?
I don't know. This thing happened with Rocket League too. Like the makers of Rocket League were like, "Hey, if Microsoft and Sony want to get on board and they want to do shared servers, no problem." And Microsoft was like, "Yeah, we're in." And then Sony was like, "Oh no, we're waiting for Microsoft to make up their mind." And Microsoft's like, "No, we're waiting for Sony." And this kind of fucking proves it, is that Sony just isn't interested for some reason.
That's really strange.
Yeah. I mean, all I can think is, they're like, we're number 1. Why should we? Like, what reason would we have to allow you to do that? Yeah,
but it's a fair call, but it's still, putting a split through the player base.
Yeah, I didn't say it was right. I'm just saying, like, that's the only thing I can think of, like, why they would do that. One of the coolest looking games, not something I'll probably play, but graphically, Dragon Ball Fighter Z. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did. I'm not sold on it.
No?
No.
I think it
No.
looks fucking rad.
I think it looks rad. The voices didn't sound right, though.
I'm not a Dragon Ball fan. I can't speak about the voices. I'm just saying, from an animation standpoint, from like a look standpoint, you compare that to the show, it looks like the show.
Yeah, that's the thing. It looks like the show, but a bit more polished in parts. So, but yeah, I never played much of the Dragon Ball Z fighting games. If they did like a Dragon Ball Z RPG or something like that, I'd probably be a bit more keen to play it. That might be cool to actually do like a beginner's story of, building yourself into whatever the final phase is that they end up doing. So, but it looked very, very good. So, yeah, just not my kind of game.
Fair enough. Anyway, it's 3 versus 3, so it's like a Marvel vs. Capcom type thing. Black Desert's coming to Xbox One. It's the MMORPG. All I know about that game is that you can make people. When that game came out for PC, the one thing that everyone focused on was that it had a really good custom person maker.
Okay.
And that's all I know is that it's really good at making custom people.
So you're talking about making your own character or making generic characters throughout the whole game?
Whatever. Your main character.
Okay, yep.
Customize your character.
I can do that in WWE 2K17 if I want to. I can
do
that in
Black Desert. You can't. Black Desert does it better than anyone.
Yeah, but that means I got to buy a whole new game just to make a character. I want more than that.
That's all it does.
Put up with it. So what's this game? We don't know, but you can make a character. Just deal with that, okay?
One of the newest, one of the like surprise ones for me was this one, The Last Night.
Yeah. Do you know much about it by any chance?
I don't. I can tell you it is a platformer apparently.
Yeah.
Set in a post-cyberpunk world. It basically looks like Blade Runner with like 8-bit graphics.
Yeah, it really caught me eye because it was right. It was kind of in between a lot of realistic stuff.
Yeah.
And then bang, you had like this cartoony kind of style blended into it as well. So
yeah, it had a really good animation but it was like 2D, 3D, like a mixture. It looked really cool. Yeah, that I'd like to know how that game plays because graphically it looked really fucking cool. I'm a big fan of Blade Runner. So.
When Phil Spencer came out, he's talking 42 games were going to be shown and like 22 new IPs.
Mm-hmm.
There was quite a lot of 2D inspired games that they were showing too.
Yeah.
It's like a renaissance almost of 2D platformers coming back a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, they've got, Super Lucky's Tale, which was a VR game that launched with the Oculus when the Oculus first came out.
Oh, okay. I had seen that character somewhere, but I couldn't remember where I seen him.
Yeah, so they launched Lucky's Tale, and so now Super Lucky's Tale is coming to Xbox consoles.
Yeah.
But they've taken out the VR, so
thank God.
Well, I don't know. It's weird that they're calling it Super Lucky's Tale and they've taken a feature out.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, fair point.
But anyway, that's coming out when the new Xbox launches.
Yep.
This next game, I was staring at the screen in awe, just mouth open, just trying to comprehend what the fuck was happening.
Is this the one with the guitar in it?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
The Artful Escape is what it's called. What? I just couldn't. I can't wrap my mind around what that game even is.
It was like a minute of just sitting there going, I don't get it.
It was a full-on acid trip, is what it was.
Yeah.
It was just so. It starts off. This woman's walking along. I think it's a woman, right? Maybe it's a man, I don't know.
Yes, it is a woman. Yeah, I'm just replaying the video now, so I can.
Yeah, she's walking along, and then her clothes change to like a spacesuit looking thing, and it's all snowy.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, she's like, a guitar appears out of nowhere, and she's like walking through the sky. And I have no fucking idea what I watched, but I'm interested in whatever that is.
And that's the thing too, like it's just I don't get it, but there's a fascination there of I want more.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
the art style of it was very good too.
Yeah, that's another one that looked good, but it's just I don't know. I have no idea what that game is.
Yeah.
But
I'm watching it again now, and yeah, they've gone from a sunny streetscape to the snow with the moon in the background, and then flying with his guitar or her guitar, bouncing off plants, and now riding a unicorn of sorts, still playing the guitar, now running through a dark wilderness.
Her face, it zooms in on her face into her glasses, and then it goes through her glasses.
Yep,
and
that's what I'm up to now. The helmet skull kind of thing rises up, and yeah.
I want to see how you actually play that.
And I like the tagline too, coming when it's damn ready.
Yeah. Well, that's how Cuphead felt as well. But now Cuphead finally has a release date.
Yay!
Maybe. September 29th is what they're saying, but I'll believe it when it's actually in my hands and I can play it.
Well, that was the big kind of deal from last year, wasn't it? Because they didn't put a release date on it last year.
That game's been coming for a long time, and I played a bit of it at EB Expo 2 years ago.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was. But that was when it was just boss fights. But since then, they've added like actual platforming levels and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So all I played was just a boss fight.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it looks awesome and it plays really good too.
Cool.
So I've been waiting for that for years, and yeah.
You may be waiting a few more years.
Who knows? We'll see what happens on September 29th. Sea of Thieves had a really good demo, I thought.
Yes, that was awesome.
They started sort of swimming underwater into a shipwreck, and they got some treasure and took it on the ship somehow. He was like carrying it, and then he climbed a ladder and it disappeared, and then he had it again. I don't know where it went. And he was climbing the ladder, but we'll forgive it. Video games, yeah.
That's it.
Should just be called Video Games, the video game.
Yep.
And yeah, they had like a treasure map type thing, but it was just like clues on how to get there, and
yeah, the good old cryptic riddles.
Yeah, and they got treasure from a cave, and they had to get away from there, and then there was a ship battle, and he got in to the cannon and shot himself onto the other ship.
That was probably the best thing in the world, I reckon.
That was the best part.
I hope that when you actually play the game, it's automatically sending you to that ship regardless of which direction you get shot off.
Yeah.
Because, if the ship was going at the right speed, you would have been shot off in the water a million miles away. So
yeah.
But it just happened to be landed right on the deck, and
I mean, it was a pretty planned demo.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like shots that are like you can tell that was sort of planned. So,
yep.
I hope it's not like just get in and it'll automatically send you to the thing, because
you want to see all the files, don't you?
I just want to see everyone get eaten by sharks. Is what I want.
How bad would that be? You go and all your team go and jump in the cannons, get fired off, and then all of a sudden there's no one on your ship anymore.
and I get all the treasure to myself.
That's it.
I was actually waiting for that. I was waiting like when they got the treasure for one of them to turn and like kill the other two and take the treasure, but that didn't happen. But yeah, man, that game looks good. The water looks amazing.
They've done a great work with the coral underneath too.
Yeah, and like when the storm's happening and they're having the ship battle, like the huge waves and how the ships react to the waves, and like when you get like the moonlight behind the water, like you can see through the water, and it's a really good looking game, I think.
Yeah.
Crackdown 3 is finally returning. Crackdown's back.
I wish Terry Crews was actually there live on stage. Not on
oh
video.
My god, that'd be the best. But, I mean, what was there was still pretty fucking good. Terry Crews in anything is amazing. But yeah, that was cool, and apparently he's in the game.
I noticed they didn't show you much of the buildings falling down, unlike 2 or 3 years ago.
Here's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering if maybe they took all that stuff out.
Ooh, okay, yeah.
Because, like, that was like you said, like that was their whole thing when they first showed it off.
Yeah.
The buildings falling down with the cloud, using the cloud.
Yep.
They didn't show any of that in that video.
And they mentioned nothing about the cloud too.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm wondering if maybe that's just not in there anymore.
That's just dead.
Yeah.
But it has a release date. Yeah. That's a start.
Yeah, November 7. That's what they're saying. We'll see how that goes again. But yeah. And then they had a fucking huge montage of indie games. Off the top of my head, I can't tell you what most of these games are.
You had Ashen.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So Ashen was after the montage.
Yep. Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to find the montage list, but I can't see it.
Okay. So you got Osiris New Dawn,
which
is on PC already. Conan Exiles.
Ah, yes. Yep.
All the dongs. You're gonna have all the dongs in that game. So many dongs. The most dongs you've ever seen on an Xbox.
Wow. I know a few people who like a few dongs too.
Well, they're gonna love Conan. Raiders of the Broken Planet, Unruly Heroes, Path of Exile, Battle Right, Surviving Mars, Fable Fortune, which it's a Fable game, but it's not like a Fable game.
Yeah, that was a bit disappointing. That was.
Especially because it's just like chucked in with everything else.
Yeah, right in the middle.
That's what Fable's been reduced to. Just a little clip in a montage.
Yep.
Observer, Robocraft Infinity, Dunk Lords, which is a basketball game, Minion Masters, Brawl Out, Ooblets, Dark and Light, Strange Brigade, River Bond, Hello Neighbor, which is something I've been waiting for a while. Basically,
that looks awesome fun on the PC.
Yeah. You have to like sneak into your neighbor's house and find out what's going on, and you have to try not to get caught by your neighbor. Shift is the last one. I don't know what that is. No,
I didn't see that one, I don't think.
Yeah, I can't tell you anything about most of those. Yeah, so Ashen looks interesting. Right? I don't know. It had a weird art style.
Yeah, I didn't pay too much attention to it, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I enjoyed what I see, but nothing kind of stuck in my head. I've had to watch the replay a couple of times, so
yeah, can't tell you what you actually do. It looks like you stab dudes and have to fight a giant. I can remember watching the conference and after that going, yeah.
I've got a funny feeling I've seen the name a few years ago. So whether it was part of a conference a couple of years ago and this is now the rest of it coming out, or the name Ashen just rung a bell as soon as I seen it, but the gameplay didn't look like anything I've seen from previous reveals. So
yeah, I don't. Yeah, it was fine. Life is Strange is getting a prequel before the storm. Didn't play Life is Strange, so I don't know anything about it.
no.
Um,
I like she turns around and goes, Jessica, and the crowd goes, and I'm sitting there going, who's Jessica?
Did she die in the first game or something?
That's exactly right.
Middle Earth, Shadow of War. There was pretty kick-ass demo, I thought.
What was the guy's name?
Bruce.
That's the one.
Oh, that was rad.
You couldn't get anyone more bogan at an E3 press conference than what you got from that. That was awesome.
But it's like Bruz, like Bruce, but it's Bruce. It's Bruce. Yeah, that demo was great. He looks awesome. I have to go.
I like the changes to the game too. Actually, recruiting them for your own army.
Mm-hmm. You recruit them, and then you get to use them to like take down fortresses and things.
Yeah, which they didn't show. I wanted to see it.
It's been like a running theme this year. Is like it gets to the cool part, and they don't show it.
Yeah.
The same with Need for Speed. Yesterday, it feels like it was days ago, but it was yesterday. It was like they drove the car out of the back of the truck. The cops come, and the demo ends.
Yep.
Fuck.
It's like, that's all you're allowed to see.
Yeah. Oh, and we'll get to another one in a second too at the end here, but yeah, Shadow of War looks pretty cool. I have to go back and play Shadow of Mordor. I've had it on PC for a while, but I just never played it.
I played a shit ton of it until I got to like the second open area, and then just kind of gave up because I just felt too overpowered. Which is strange to say for a game.
I'm like,
that's the first area was really challenging. Like the orc captains and that kind of thing were really interesting to try and break down their armies that were following them to get. You pretty much had to know whether they shot by an arrow was the easiest way to do it, or a full melee fight, or whatever it was.
Yeah.
But as soon as you got to the second zone, every boss there was pretty much just like, just go and kill them. Okay. And you're like, oh, okay, that wasn't as much fun as I thought. So there wasn't really much weaknesses to them. So, but yeah, the first area, plus it was Mordor, so it was dark, stormy, very gloomy, and that kind of thing. And then the second one was just real nice, earthy, sunlight, grass tones, that kind of thing. So,
okay.
So yeah, but I've still got a save file for it, so I might do the same thing, jump back in and try and get it finished off. So,
all right. Well, yeah, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna try to dig into it, see how I go.
Probably the best Lord of the Rings game that was produced around that kind of story, anyway.
Yeah, I mean it's basically Batman combat. It's Arkham combat.
Yeah.
Which
is I don't mind.
I love the Batman games, so yeah. Yeah, that was a good demo. I like that a lot. They showed the sequel to Ori. This one's called Ori and the Will of the Wisp. Didn't play the first one, so yeah. They're bringing original Xbox backwards compatibility to the Xbox One.
Are you excited about that?
No, because I don't have an Xbox.
That doesn't answer my question, though.
I don't have an Xbox. I don't have an Xbox One, so
okay.
You know, I don't care. Like, Crimson Skies has been confirmed to be available. Something they didn't tell you at the conference that I just found out. They are re-releasing the Xbox Duke for the Xbox One.
Really?
Yes.
How did they not announce that at the conference?
I don't know. That you'd think that'd get like a huge like applause, but
because literally you watch the guys stand up as soon as the like the squirmy green logo starts to come up, and people are standing there clapping for the backwards compatibility.
Yeah,
you know, and then after that, just chuck in the Duke controller, and all of a sudden the whole crowd goes ballistic for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Mind you, that was a big ass controller.
Oh yeah, Someone someone uploaded this image on NeoGAF of the controller and the Xbox One in the background.
Yep.
So like the controller looks huge and the console looks small, and someone's like, "Oh, nice to see it to scale." Besides the Xbox. Yeah,
That's good then.
yeah, yeah. That's cool. I'd get one even though I don't have an. Well, maybe. I wonder if it's going to have the Bluetooth in it like the S controllers do. If it does, I might get one. Use it with the PC.
That's very interesting, actually. I didn't know the S ones actually had Bluetooth. That'll save me plugging in my old 360 controller.
No, I got right here.
Hey,
Xbox One S controller. You hit the sync button right here.
Yeah, yep.
And have your Bluetooth on your PC, and it just syncs up.
Because it's not the same with the original Xbox controllers, is it?
No, the original Xbox One controllers don't have Bluetooth. Only the S controllers.
Oh, I got to buy an S controller now.
Yeah. Oh, it's so much better. Look, dude, it's so much better. They fixed the bumpers and everything. Like,
that's awesome.
I remember the original Xbox One controllers. The bumpers, if you hit them here,
yep,
on the originals, the button didn't go in.
Yep.
You had to hit it here.
Yeah, you had to hit it on the sides, not in the middle.
Where this is like, you can hit it here.
Yeah, because I've got an old 360 wide controller plugged into the PC, so I can do any PC gaming that way.
Yeah.
But it's just so hard to go back from the PS4 and Xbox One controllers.
Yeah.
This feels so flimsy.
This is what I use now for PC when I'm not using keyboard and mouse.
Yeah.
I do have these though, just in case, because I can't play multiplayer with the Xbox One controller. So yeah. Yeah, great controller though. Definitely go get one. They announced that Gears of War 4, Forza Horizon 3, Killer Instinct, Halo Wars 2, and Minecraft will get 4K updates. The Minecraft one also has like the super duper graphics pack, is what they're calling it.
I thought that chick was just trying to be cool. And then when I saw the name pop up on the screen, I'm like, nope, she's from marketing.
That's the actual name. And there's 30 other games from third parties that are getting updates as well.
Yeah.
But they also said that your old games would run better. So I guess all games will run better in some way, but these games are specifically getting updates for 4K.
Well, that's what they're kind of talking about, the processing power, reducing load times, that kind of thing. So,
yeah.
But in all honesty, like between the PS4 and Xbox One, I can't tell the difference between load times unless I'm playing like Skyrim or something like that.
Right.
Because most games nowadays don't have many load times, apart from, your typical in-between screens, which is a great time to go and have a pee anyway. So,
sure.
Like it's not, I don't see that as a major issue.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
But I'm probably not playing the right games for it either, so.
Did you play Just Cause 3?
No, I've had it sitting in my collection for 3 months now.
Don't bother.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Just get rid of it.
It was on special for 2 for 30, I think it was. And I'm like, sweet, I'll buy that. I bought that with the Rainbow Six Siege, and I think I've played probably 50 hours of Rainbow Six Siege and zilch of Just Cause 3. So,
if you love loading times, you'll love that game.
Oh God, thanks.
It's like 30 seconds to a minute each loading time.
Really?
Yeah, it's really fucking bad.
Even bloody Just Cause 2 wasn't that long. It was only like, probably 5 to 10 seconds.
Just Cause 3 was developed by a different studio. Like, it's the same studio, but like different studio.
Oh, okay.
So it's not as good as 2 was, unfortunately, because if it was, it would be the better game.
Yeah.
But due to technical issues, it's not great. They finished the conference with Anthem from BioWare.
What do you think?
The whole time I was like, this can't be real. This cannot be a real video game because holy shit, this looks incredible.
It's a very different yet familiar kind of game.
Yeah, it's like Destiny, but if Destiny was open world.
Yeah.
I think it looks awesome. You get to use different exosuits, and you can just fucking fly around.
Yep.
As soon as they jumped off the ledge and started flying, I was like, yeah, I'm in. Okay, you can fly. Yes. Okay, let's go.
Wow, it didn't take much to get you in, did it?
Because right now, I just want a game where I can fly. That's awesome. That's so cool.
I hope they keep that in the game too, and it doesn't get cut.
No, it'll be in there. It'll be fine. I think the only thing that'll get cut is the graphical quality because it looked really good.
Yeah, it was a typical showpiece.
Yeah.
But it looked unreal.
Yeah. I think that looks awesome. They're saying it's out next year, but we'll see.
Yeah, give it another year.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe 2019. Yeah, no, that looked cool. And everyone gave BioWare shit for Mass Effect Andromeda having like dumb faces.
They fixed it.
They fixed the fuck out of it. That first dude you talked to, like his facial animation was awesome.
Yeah.
That game
setting looks so cool as well.
Yeah, like that first shot of like the market, and like that giant walker thing, whatever it was.
Yep.
Yeah, that game looks really good. And then this is what I mean. They ended with like another big thing, and then cut. It's like, are we gonna go into this giant storm or whatever it was? There was like this big orb thing, and they like fly into it, and then the demo ends. So,
Yep.
well,
let's all jump in. In they go. Ba-boom.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's the Microsoft conference. Overall, I enjoyed the hell out of it.
Yep, I was impressed. They gave a lot compared to what they have done the last couple of years. So, and it was nice. There was no peripherals. Like there was no Microsoft. Was it HoloLens that they had last year?
Yeah, they showed HoloLens. I was expecting, like when Lucky's Tale come up, I was expecting them to say, "Hey, now you can plug an Oculus into your Xbox One," but that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, none of that stuff. It was just, here's the console and here's the games you'll be able to play.
Yeah.
And it was a really good conference. For an hour and a half conference, it flew by, I thought.
Yeah, I'm pretty much with you on that. Everyone was really, really good at presenting as well. What was that guy's name yesterday? Jesse Willens or whatever it was?
Yeah. There was no YouTubers there to awkwardly stare at the camera and smile. It was good. The only awkward part was maybe the Forza demo where they had the two chicks and they're like, "I'm a race car driver and I'm gonna drive this in the game." And then
like, okay, that was a bit strange because you didn't see them drive anything.
No,
pre-done video footage.
They just played videos and they just stood there and watched it. Yeah, it was.
I was waiting for the controllers to come out and go, I'm racing the latest Nissan GT-R X and I'm racing the Porsche 911. You go, okay, sweet. No, you're not. We're going to sit and watch a video while you two stand up on stage very awkwardly.
Exactly. Yeah. Anyway, Microsoft gets a thumbs up from me.
Yep. Yeah, same for me.
So then Bethesda.
The question I've got for you though is the price of the console.
Oh yeah, so that's what they ended with. $499 US, $649 here.
Too much, not enough.
Oh, the not enough thing. I mean, the cheaper the better. So it should be $1,000. No.
Well, that was it. There was a few people putting up sort of comparisons today on, the latest iPhone, iPads, and then comparing it to the PS3 launch, which was $1,000 or something like that.
Yep.
Or $1,300 for the one with the Blu-ray drive.
No, they were $999.
$999 it was.
Yeah.
Even that, that's $1,000 for a bloody video game console.
Yeah, that's what I paid.
That's what you paid.
Yeah, I pre-ordered PS3 and got it day one.
Wow.
Yeah, it was. I was in for that shit, and I went I had to work that day, so I went to Big W where I pre-ordered it.
Yeah.
As soon as I opened, got the console, took it home, and then had to go to work. So the console was just at home waiting for me.
Oh wow!
And I got like paid $999 for that thing, and like the only games at launch were like Resistance, Motorstorm. What's that?
You didn't get a good choice of games, did you?
Heavenly Sword.
Ah, yes, I remember that one. Yep.
And some other, like one of those Japanese fighting games with armies. It wasn't a great launch. Resistance was cool, and I enjoyed Motorstorm for about 5 minutes, but yeah, $1,000 for what launched with that was not great. So $649 for this thing. That's a pretty good deal.
For the specs that you're getting, I don't think it's too bad, considering before they dropped the price of the Xbox One S, it was still $520. Something like that, I think. Even though it was a package with 2 or 3 games, it was still, over the $500 mark. So
they're going for now.
I think they're 300 and something now.
348. You can get one at Harvey Norman.
Yeah.
Or about 340. That seems to be the price.
And I noticed too, no one's actually letting you lock in the sale. Everybody is just, come into JB Hi-Fi and give us your, interest. Come into EB Games and give us your interest.
They're not taking pre-orders. They're just like,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just, like an expression of interest for us to hold you one, maybe.
Okay.
So I'm guessing they're trying to get numbers before they actually go ahead and
order them.
So
yeah, that makes sense. The PS4 Pro is selling like 1 in every 5 PlayStations.
I would really want to get it, but I don't see the value of it.
Yeah, if I had a 4K TV, maybe, but I don't. There's no point. I mean, the games will look better even in 1080p, but it's not worth it. I don't think.
I was going to say my telly's fairly good, but it's still like 6 years old. So
yeah, mine's like 3. So it's I'll be keeping mine for a while.
Yeah.
Unless OLEDs get hella cheap.
I think the last time I seen the price drop was JB Hi-Fi, and it was like 2.5 for 55 inch. I think it was. So
I want to get like a 65-70.
Yeah, big size.
Yeah, because I have a 50 at the moment, and it's like way too small.
I've got a 50 downstairs here with me, which isn't too bad, but I go upstairs to the 65 inch, and it's just 10 times bigger.
Yeah, if we weren't sitting so far away from the TV, it'd be all right. But it's doesn't work out. Let's see, JB. Yeah, 55 inch is $3,500 at the moment. Yeah, 65 is almost $6,000.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's out of the price range.
They're definitely out of the price range at the moment. I'd like to see a QLED because Samsung's talking those things up lately. I'd like to just see one in person, see what they're like. But OLED's the way to go. So Bethesda was next. Not a great conference.
No, like I said to you in a message before, they kind of just dialed it in.
Yeah, it was just like, hey, you guys like Skyrim? You guys
hey, do you guys like watching a video? Here's 35 minutes of a video package for you.
Yeah, they had a stage show, but most of it was video.
Which is very strange, because I remember last year when they had the Doom reveal and old mate comes out with the guitar and killed it, and you're like, it's awesome.
So good. That was so good when they had them do that soundtrack live. It was so good.
Even the Quake reveal last year for Quake Champions, like that got a massive pop, whereas they didn't even put any, cheering or clapping from the audience in the video either. So
right. They started off with the VR. So Doom, there's going to be Doom VFR, because like BFG, get it? VFR. Yeah. It's not the full game. It's not Doom, but VR. It's basically you teleport around and shoot things.
That looks very different. That does.
Yeah,
And looked a little bit slower than what Doom is as well.
It's a lot. That's the thing. Like Doom is all about fast pace, running around, shooting things in the face as fast as you can. And this was like teleport over here and then shoot this group of demons, and then teleport over here and shoot those ones. And it just didn't demo good. I'm not interested in that at all. Fallout 4, the full game is going to be in VR.
I'm still not interested.
Yeah, I didn't play Fallout 4. I have never played through a Fallout game in my life. So,
New Vegas was about the only one that I fully finished.
Okay.
So, and that was only because for some strange reason I just kept getting through everything, not through sheer lack of any effort. It was just I must have just been hitting the right commands and ended up getting through to the end boss probably within about 5 hours. So,
all right then.
Yeah, it was really strange because, I started off the game probably about a year before that because I bought it like secondhand. Went down one alleyway and ran into some death claws, and that was it. I'm just like, too hard. Put the controller down, never came back to it. And I thought, I'll pick it back up. I'll restart the save file, and then just went bang, 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 bang. Here's the ending. And I'm like, okay, finish that in an arvo. That's pretty sweet. So, but yeah, I haven't finished any of the other Fallout games. I think Fallout 4 I haven't touched for probably about 8 months now.
Okay, fair enough. I don't even have it. So, yeah, couldn't care less. They're bringing the Creation Club back, paid mods, make some mods and then sell them. Couldn't care less.
Probably the easiest way to not produce a game, just give you mods.
Yeah, exactly. Make other people make the game, and it'll be great.
We'll make the game, and then we'll re-release it in a couple of years' time for the new console. But then we'll add mods to it, which you can pay for more stuff, and it's just a new game for you each time.
Yeah. Yep. No. Dishonored's getting a standalone spin-off thing. Death of the Outsider.
Yep.
Again, I haven't played through either of the Dishonored, so
no, I played the first one and I didn't really get into it, so that was about as far as my Dishonored journey went.
Fair enough. Quake Champions. Talked a little bit about that. They're having the Quake World Championships where people will win $1 million if they win.
Need to get my Quake abilities back.
Oh yeah, definitely. I played some Quake Champions not long ago.
Any good?
I'm not allowed to tell you.
Okay, you don't have to say anything, but was it any good?
Because
it looked very good on the video reel of what they kind of showed.
If you like Quake and you like Overwatch,
yep,
you will like Quake Champions.
Okay, that's a fair call.
There you go. Yeah. So Evil Within 2 is a thing.
Yay!
I had a pretty decent trailer for that.
Yeah.
I have to go back and finish the first one. I liked what I played of it, but I just never got back to it.
Yep.
But yeah, it looks pretty cool. That's coming October 13th. It got kind of mixed reviews, so this is kind of a surprise that it's getting a sequel.
Yep.
But it must have sold well for them.
Sold well, or they had a plan for a second one from the get-go anyway.
Maybe. But yeah.
Did you finish it by any chance or not?
No, I got to go back and finish it because I did like what I played of it.
I did hear somewhere that it kind of was going to lead to a sequel, just the way the story finished. But I think I probably only played about 2 or 3 hours. That's about it. So
no, yeah. No, I'm definitely going to go back to it now.
Yep.
And then they ended with the thing that I wanted from the beginning that I had to wait all the way to the end for. They knew it. They knew it. They knew I was there for it, and they were like, leave it till the last minute.
Yeah.
And it was literally the last minute because they were like, well, thanks for watching, everyone. We hope you've enjoyed the show. Here's one more thing. Yes, Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus.
Yeah.
BJ Blazkowicz is back, and this time it's personal. Yeah, travel to America and help start the second American Revolution is what they say. Coming to Xbox One, PS4, PC. Oh god, yes.
You okay there?
Yes. I'm so excited for this.
You are really excited. I'm a bit worried about you, mate.
The first Wolfenstein was awesome. Did you play it?
Yes.
Did you like it?
I enjoyed it. I didn't get into it as much as I was hoping I was going to, but I've probably only put about 5 or 6 hours into it, so I probably need to spend a bit more time with it.
Yeah, the story was really good,
Yeah.
and the gameplay was awesome.
The one thing I will say is that it's probably one of the very few games where the guns actually, you feel like a badass.
Yeah, the guns felt powerful.
Yeah.
In a way that a lot of shooters don't do these days.
Well, that's it. I can, chuck on Battlefield 1 and go, yep, it's a shooter. But then I can chuck on, Wolfenstein and go, holy shit, I just blasted that guy's head off and I felt it.
Yeah.
The sound, the feel, everything was awesome. So if they keep that going, I'll be keen.
Yeah, it's really good. They've moved it over to id Tech 6, which is the same engine that Doom was running on.
Yep.
So hopefully we get that 60 frames goodness out of it. Yeah, I'm in. I'm on board. Sign me up. I'm ready to go.
You've already bought the collector's edition by the sounds of that.
Shoot the hell out of those Nazis. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. It's a Wolfenstein game. You shoot things in the face. They did show this cool I don't know, like I guess you could call it a flamethrower, but it's not a flamethrower. Basically, you shoot it and it like melts all the doors. Yeah. And like all the doors melt, and then you shoot everyone behind the doors. That was cool. He was like just melting all the walls with this thing. Yeah. They're bringing the dual wield back.
That's very cool.
Yeah. Yeah. It looks awesome. This has been rumored. I mean, it was pretty much official, but it's been rumored for like 3 years.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can't wait. It's gonna be good, and that's coming soon, October 27th.
Oh, okay. So it is this year. I wasn't too sure if it was this year or next year. I couldn't remember seeing the actual date.
Yeah. Yeah. It's. I like it when Bethesda does this, where it's just like, hey, there's a game coming, and it's in like 3 months. But Bethesda also has their rule now where they don't give out like review copies early anymore.
Yep.
So you never really know if a game's any good until you go buy it.
They've kind of got a track record though. That's you're not going to get gypped. I don't think.
That's the thing. I think they're used to that. Like the games they put out the last few years have been at least decent.
Yeah.
Fallout 4 was like, yeah, but they've been pretty good. So they've just gotten cocky and been like, well, it's going to be good anyway. Why do you need a review copy?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, come on, guys, just believe us.
Just give us a rating. You don't even need to play it. Yeah. But yeah, that was today. That was today's conference. Tomorrow we have Ubisoft and Sony.
Sweet.
Ubisoft is at 6 in the morning, I think. Let's check here.
I think it's earlier than that, isn't it?
I think it's 6 o'clock.
Oh, that's not too bad then.
I'm looking for the thing here. No. Ubisoft. Let me zoom in. Ubisoft. Yep, 6 o'clock.
Okay, cool.
And then Sony is at 10.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Sony got a good time. Sony always gets a good time. They have the same time every year, so
yeah.
What
are you expecting out of either? Anything?
Ubisoft's gonna have
Assassin's Creed. I know that.
Yeah, it's definitely Assassin's Creed. It'll be The Crew 2.
Oh god.
I know how much you love the first one, so get ready for another one.
Thanks for that level of excitement.
South Park will be there again.
Yes. Now that's a game I'm excited for.
Same. It's another game I played at EB last year.
Oh, what, the Fractured Butthole?
Yeah, I played the demo at EB Expo last year, and
was it good?
Yeah, I like the new system they have where basically during battles you can move up and down the field.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, like you're not sort of just stuck in the one spot, so you can dodge. You can basically dodge moves, and if you want to hit certain characters, you have to be at their level, like on the field.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's a cool little mashup that they've done.
It's a nice little step up from what they had from the first game, that's for sure.
Yeah. Apart from that, it was what you would expect. But yeah, I've been waiting for that game, and they're saying it's coming out in October, but we'll see.
Because it got delayed, didn't it?
Yeah, it was supposed to come out in March.
Yep.
So I got pushed back till October.
Because I do have a pre-order for it at JB Hi-Fi, but it's just got to be advised on it.
Yeah. Did you get Stick of Truth for free?
Yes, I did, but I already had it anyway. So.
Oh, okay.
And I had it on the Xbox, which got the backwards compatibility, so I was able to play it on the Xbox One. So.
Right. It's fair enough.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, so they'll have Assassin's Creed, South Park, Far Cry 5. The Crew 2.
Oh, it's not on the list. Oh, maybe. I'm looking at the wrong list.
The Far Cry 5 will definitely be there. That game looks cool. I'm definitely interested in seeing how that's going to be different with the whole set in America, and there's a bunch of racists.
Were very cool.
The
vignettes were very cool.
Yeah. Yeah,
you know, the guy on the bell tower just slamming the guy's head against the bell.
Yeah,
as he's going down.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, so yeah, Ubisoft's going to have stuff. Whether there'll be any surprises, who knows? And then Sony.
I do have a list for Sony here. If you'd like to.
Okay, what's Sony going to have? God of War, at least. I know that.
Yes. So Ace Combat 7, Skies Unknown, Assassin's Creed Origins, Battalion 1944, Call of Duty World War II, Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy.
Yeah.
The Crew 2, Darksiders 3, Days Gone, Destiny 2, Detroit Become Human.
Yep.
Never heard it.
It's the new David Cage game, the Heavy Rain Beyond Two Souls.
Oh, yes, okay. That rings a bell now.
Yeah.
Dirt 4, Dragon Quest 9, FIFA 18, Final Fantasy 7 Remake, F1 2017, God of War, Gran Turismo Sport, which from the videos looked pretty cool. I didn't get into the beta program, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, same. Yeah, that game keeps looking better and better. When they first showed it off, it didn't look very good, but the lighting's improved, and it's starting to look like a Gran Turismo game.
Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah. Did you say Dirt 4?
Yeah, Dirt 4's on the list. Yep.
That game just came out, so I don't know what.
Okay. Well, this is from GameSpot. I'm just trying to find the date. I can't see it. Maybe been a bit early this year. No, June 10th. Good old GameSpot for the latest news.
The latest news about games that just came out.
That's it. So you've also got Insurgency, Sandstorm, Kingdom Hearts 3,
Oh yeah, Kingdom Hearts will definitely yes.
which
Because
I
they showed off.
didn't know until someone put a tweet out crying to the Kingdom Hearts logo, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, they released a trailer the other day, a new trailer for it. So I'm
I'll
sure
have to go
there'll
and
be
have a look.
something there for that.
But like, hasn't there been like 5 Kingdom Heart point 2 point somethings in the last few years?
You got 1.5,
Okay.
2.8 or something.
Yeah.
I think it was. Dream Drop Distance was the 3D one for the 3DS.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a lot of.
I was
a lot of
waiting for
Kingdom.
like, Kingdom Hearts 2.99999.
Well, maybe after 3 comes out.
Yeah.
You get that.
Yeah. We're going to go back and finish off the 2 storyline
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah, definitely. That'd be great.
Madden NFL 18, Marvel and Capcom Infinite.
Oh yeah,
So that'd be pretty cool. Micro Machines. Different. Middle Earth Shadow of War, NBA Live, Need for Speed Payback, Project Cars 2.
There's no way all these are going to be at Sony conference.
No, but that's what's on the list. So
It's just a list of games. They've just gone, find some games, put it on the list. All right.
Yeah, that's it. Star Wars Battlefront 2, Sonic Forces.
Yeah, I'd like to see some Sonic Forces, but I can't see them making like a huge deal out of that.
No, I can see it being like the what they call the ID'd Xbox, where they just spotlight for a minute
just
of
like
something.
Maybe appear in like a quick montage or something, but I don't think it's.
Yeah.
It's not going to be like, here's Sega to talk about Sonic Forces. Like, no, I don't think so.
South Park Stick of Truth, the Fractured Butthole, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
Spider-Man.
Oh yes. Oh,
so Spider-Man that should be a bit more.
Spider-Man, that's Sony exclusive, so it has to be there.
It is an exclusive, is it?
That is. Sony's paying for it. Insomniac's developing it. That is an exclusive Sony game.
That's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
That's going to be really, really interesting.
Yeah, I need to see them play that game because that trailer they released last year was awesome. But it had like sections in it that was like, there's no way they're actually playing that.
Yeah.
Like he's like jumping around in a diner or something, jumping through the windows. Like that's not gameplay.
No, it did look too good to be true.
Yeah. But yeah, I like Insomniac developing a Spider-Man game is like one of the best like matches, I think.
Yeah. Uncharted: The Lost Legacy.
Yep. Yeah, they'll have that there for sure.
And the last one is Vampire.
Right.
Which I think was on like a 30-second clip on the Xbox One, but I don't recall it, to be honest with you. So
yeah, no, I don't know.
The name flashed up somewhere, but I don't know where I seen it. So
Vampire game.
Holy shit! Okay, so here's the specs for the Xbox One X, and it's not much different from the One S.
Yeah, so it has 12 gig of RAM.
Yeah,
3 gig of that is for the system, so it's only 9 gig for developers.
So your HDMI. So it's 2160 pixels at 60 hertz, AMD FreeSync.
Okay. So where are you reading this?
This is on the Kotaku.
Okay, so I heard that they were talking about putting the latest HDMI tech in this Xbox.
Yeah.
So that they could do AMD FreeSync with monitors.
Yeah.
But then I read today that they didn't do that.
Oh, okay.
That they were sticking with the old one, the old HDMI.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, I'd like to get some confirmation on that.
Yeah. Well, this is from the June 2017 spec sheet, but yeah, when and where it doesn't actually say. But yeah, there's not much else. Yeah, there's not much else that kind of stands out from it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, the big thing about this console is that they're supposed to be allowing developers more access to the hardware than would usually be allowed. So they're supposed to be able to get more power out of it than you would get, say, from a PC.
Well, that's it. The biggest difference is the CPU is a custom 2.3 gigahertz 8 core.
Mm-hmm.
The GPU is a 1.1172 gigahertz 40 CUS, whatever that stands for, Polaris features.
Yep.
6 teraflops, and the memory, the 12 gigabyte GDDRS at 326 gigabytes a second.
Yeah. So
and that smashes the 1S, but like it's going to be great for 4K telly. But yeah, whether it does too much more for us normal folk.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, those games look good today, and there's no it's not doing any of that upscaling that the PS4 Pro is doing. It's native 4K, so
which is probably a bit of a letdown for the PS4 Pro as well.
Yeah, I mean, there are native 4K games on that console, but it's not these ones.
No, it's probably the next generation coming out.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's a powerful console. It's the most powerful console ever made, if you want to believe Microsoft. So, which, I mean, yeah, it is. It's
a fair call, but how much would something similar to that cost you for a PC, though? That you can, upgrade to the latest thing in the next, 6 months of the cycle, regardless anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, the
processor
$2,500 maybe.
The processor isn't amazing in either of these consoles, in the PS4 or the Xbox.
Yep.
The graphics, yeah, I mean, maybe the graphics is where you'd have to spend a bit more.
Yep.
And yeah, to 12, you can get RAM pretty cheap. So, but this is GDDR5, so it's not just your standard DDR3 or 4. Yep. This is graphics RAM, not
it's good shit.
Yeah. Maybe $1,500, something like that.
Okay.
Maybe to get
but
something.
That's the thing. You can pull your PC apart and upgrade.
That's
bits
the
and
thing.
pieces as you need to.
Yeah, you
rather
don't.
Than buying a console that you can't touch once you've bought the console.
Yeah, and the question is, like, how much money is Microsoft losing on this?
Yeah. Well, they've said that for the last generation between the PS4 and the Xbox One anyway, didn't they?
Yeah, last gen they wanted to lose money.
I've got too much money. I'm making too much. I need to lose some.
Yeah, so typically it's they lose money on the console so that they get the money back on the games.
Yep.
But this gen has mostly been sell it for what it's worth. Trying, well, Nintendo they're definitely getting a profit from their console. Yep. But yeah, I feel like maybe, I don't know, maybe Sony is losing money on the Pro, because that is a bit of an upgrade from the standard PS4, and it's the same price that the PS4 launched at. So,
and it's not selling either.
It's selling. It's just not as much as the standard PS4. They reckon it's selling as much as they would expect. That's what they say. So
I just seen the image you talked about earlier about the Duke controller versus the Xbox One.
Yeah.
And it is fucking gigantic.
So it's the scale. That's how it works.
Wow. I've put one out because I don't remember being that big, but holy shit.
Yeah, it's a large controller. Anyway, I don't know if you're free tomorrow as well?
I don't finish till about 8 o'clock, man, so we can do one a bit later if you want to, but yeah, if not, I probably won't be.
All right, we'll see how we go if we do another one of these tomorrow.
Yep.
But yeah, that's the show for tonight. Thanks for watching, everyone, and thank you to Dave for joining me.
Thanks for having me, dude.
And I will see you tomorrow morning for the Ubisoft conference.
Someone's getting up early again.
That's me. See you then.